Hello everyone, welcome back to the crossword, the New York Times crossword. It's a new week, and I usually don't do the weekend crossword, so the fact that it's a new week matters a little bit, I guess. I don't know, why am I talking about all this stuff? Let's just do the crossword. Guitar accessory. What do they call those things they use to strum? They're not chips, they're picks, maybe. Moves like molasses looks like maybe seeps or something. Gear tooth is a cog. Where the wild things are. A case. Inventor Nikola Tesla. Garment for Dracula. Dude has a cape. Big Stuff is an Oreo, not brand, but model, I guess? Variety? Exchange of negative commercials. Like mudslinging? I don't know. Art town northeast of Santa Fe. Starts with T, probably in Texas. I don't know. End of a school's email address, edu. Nothing but net sound, a swish. An ad war, apparently. They don't have a town named Taco, I'm pretty sure. Waco, yes. But I'm sure it's Tesla. Cowboy's rope. A lasso. Sporting event venue is an arena. SSN is fine. Counterpart of a dog lover. A cat lover. Cat person? Certain draft picks are ales. My heavens. Dunno. Bout enders are TKOs. Shift tab and return. These are keys. Nickname for Hayden or Hemingway? I don't even... What is Hemingway's first name? I should know. Wasn't it like Ernest Hemingway? This is looking like it's going to be Pete or something. I don't know. Base that dissolves in water. Alkali. It's something chemical-ish. I think it's a base as well. Magazine with a celebrity on almost every cover. People. Papa? Peppy? Pieces of 1,000 words or so are essays. Hold it right there. Whoa, Nelly. Crescent moon, for instance. That's a phase of the moon. Occupation's a job. Bay Area Airport Code, SFO. Great Lakes Tribe, the Eries. Comfy clothes are PJs. You walk heavily through muck or snow if you slog through it. Holy cannoli, sure. Los Alamos, New Mexico. Beast that brays an ass. This is holy. Classic Robert De Niro line in Taxi Drivers. Taxi Driver. Never seen it. But this must be you talking to me. Baby's game, okay. Is peekaboo. Moves like molasses. Oozes. I don't know what a capo is. Geez Louise? Oh, I was going to spell G's with an E after the Z, but no, of course. Taos? I've seen this in the crossword before, but not enough times to remember it, apparently. Cashmere and Angora are wools. Where eggs hatch a nest. Yeah, you talking to me? Noah's Ark? Flak carping? I'm not sure about that. Mighty Mighty Boss Tones is ska. The total up is to add. Fiddlesticks? Nuts, perhaps? A milk drinker may have one. A mustache. You want me to spell mustache without an O? You monster. Raison d'etre? Yeah, this lines up with nuts. Confession in a confessional. A sin? Sri Lanka, yep. George Jetson's dog. Oh, what is that dog called? Astro. Timothy Leary's drug of choice. Probably LSD. I don't remember who that is. Not being used as idle. No ifs, ands, or buts. It is LSD. Buyer's protection is a guarantee. Ancient city fooled by a horse. Troy. It is arc. I don't know what carping and flack. They're both. I mean, carping can mean like nagging. Does flack mean that? I've only really encountered flack as like journalists who won't leave you alone. Not in my own life, of course, but like where have I seen that used? Obviously, there's also like a flak jacket, which is a different kind of flack, but. So, absolutely positively not. No way, Jose. So these themed answers have names in them, and they're like a denial or an exclamation, and then the name. You talking to me doesn't quite clue me into that, in my opinion, but doesn't matter. The clues are easy enough. No longer on one's plate. It's been eaten. Sheepish look. Maybe. A sheepish grin. Murmur during a massage. Ooh, ah. Jabba the Hutt. Now I remember. Oh, something. The so-called Princess of Power? Sheba? Blank bean. There's a fava bean. Lest we forget. I'm done with you. Buy something. Now I remember it's probably just oh yes. Italy's Villa de something. Parisian cap. A beret, so it's not Sheba. Hello, sailor. Ahoy. Annoyance, a sty is in the crossword all the time. Carne asada. Aloha State goose. A nene is a Hawaiian bird. I guess it's a goose. Angles are right at 90 degrees. Most achy if you are sorest. Serpentine is twisty. Villa d'Este, the East Village, I guess. Hand out hands. You deal cards. Still don't know this princess. Bird-like is avian. Crumbly cheese is feta. Gave sustenance to... Oops, I spelled asada wrong. Fed. By Felicia? I don't know what that phrase means, but it must be the answer. Ion. C. Yes, you would say yes at C by saying I, and so we get by Felicia. And Shira. Princess of Power. I don't know what that means. But you don't have to know what everything means to fill in the crossword a lot of the time. Something made of gold or onion. Leaf? I don't know what's made of onion. Title for a Mideast ruler. Emir Shah. Jeopardy round with just one clue. The final Jeopardy. Something baby. I don't know. Competed in Pictionary. Drew. Soccer official's a ref, so it's an Emir after all. That bothers me. I mind. San Francisco 49er. Purple Skittles are grape. Nepo baby. Sure. And the last clue was Flo Rida hit. Apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. I never could have guessed this without all the crosses. We'll start the Wordle with grape. I didn't get around to doing the Wordle on Saturday, so there goes my streak. Also, I think I failed to do the connections on Saturday. Like I attempted it and did not succeed, or something like that. I'll look at my history. There was a recent one. Music? I love great music. Idiom? No. Idiot? Sure. Well, there seems to be only one vowel, unless there's a second I or a Y, both of which seem quite difficult. It could be something like spiny, but like obviously we're missing a bunch of those letters. So we're looking at like something like FL at the beginning and, you know, NK or something like that at the end, maybe. Flink isn't a word, but those are phonemes that exist in English. Like, what else could even start this besides FL? There's no two consonants, right? BL. Oh, blink is a word. Oh yeah, let's go look at the Connections archive. What did I get wrong? Yeah, it was yesterday's. I did yesterday off camera, as I often do on Sundays, and I could not get past. I got purple, and then I couldn't work out which. You know, I had like shake in here as one of the flinches. I knew about dance moves, but I didn't know Cabbage Patch was a dance move. And I did know there was the Harlem Shake. So I just couldn't get there. Ice cream stuff never even occurred to me. The only one, this looks like an ice cream. The others don't, so I didn't think of it at all. Anyway, today's Connections. Velvet Underground? Is that anything? No, probably not. Hot tub nozzle. I mean, what can this be other than hinting to the word jet? There's jet black, but that doesn't really make sense. An airplane is a jet. An NFL player could be a jet. What else could be a jet? Jet could mean to leave. Oh, jet. Yeah, that's true. Jet black. You can just say jet, and that like is a black thing. It's like a jet black is named for a thing that is called a jet, like a jewel or something, I assume. Yeah. So this was, I think, an especially easy purple group. Not because the connection to them is very clear, but because like hot tub nozzle can't mean anything but the word jet, right? You can't take it apart into meaningful pieces in an interesting way. You just know you're looking for jet. So I don't know. Maybe others will disagree with me. But if you look at this clue for any length of time, it just has to mean jet. There are dental things, a filling, a crown, a veneer, and a bridge. Yeah, let's just fill that in. It's probably yellow, but whatever. Drive and highway are both like names for streets. A whirlwind, means like fast. Something that spins. Roller coaster kind of spins. A circus doesn't really spin. Drive is about golf, maybe? I don't see any other golf stuff. Peaks. Very strange word. Its meaning doesn't really refer to anything else here that I can see. So, what does it mean? Like, what's it here for? This can't be the group, but Velvet, Whirlwind, and Highway both kind of start with the same, not both, all three. They're like two syllables, and each syllable kind of starts with the same letter, like WWVVHH, although not quite. That's obviously not it, but I had to say it or I was going to go crazy. A circus has acts. A soap opera could have acts. A circus and a soap opera can have drama. A roller coaster romance, maybe? And a whirlwind romance? I don't know what a circus romance and a soap opera romance are. Soap opera romance, that's a phrase that could exist. Velvet romance? Is that a thing? I don't know what these groups would do together. Well, it wasn't about romance, except in the sense that, you know, there are a lot of words for dramatic and chaotic romance, I guess. Okay, great. So I got it sort of by accident. So what is this about? I don't know. How do I cancel my subscription? Who is supposed to know this shit, man? David Lynch titles. I don't even... I have to look up who David Lynch is. He's a famous person. I recognize the name. I think he's involved with music, but it could be literature. Second word in David Lynch titles. Get a life. David Lynch. I'm sounding, more angry than I actually am, of course. It's fun to play it up. A painter, actor, musician, and filmmaker. So, I will say, when I saw Peaks, I don't remember if I mentioned it, but the only thing I could think of that went with it was like Twin Peaks, which is a film, I think. Apparently there's one called Blue Velvet, one called Lost Highway. What's the other one? Drive? Oh, Mulholland. I skimmed over it because it's spelled DR in the title. Mulholland Drive. I've heard of all of these movies, I think. Wait. Twin Peaks, yes. Mulholland Drive, yes. Blue Velvet? Not so sure. Lost Highway? No, why do I keep saying hallway? I haven't heard of that. This is impossible for me. I could never in a million years get this. So it's lucky that I guessed the green one correctly for the wrong reason. Or only a partially correct reason. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.